but we still got terrorists here living in the USA, the big CIA, the Bloods and the Crips and the KKK. But if you only have love for your own race, then you own.
What is your definition of racism?
I would say racism is judging or, I guess, any type of harm, or whether it's verbal or physical, any type of harm to a person based off of their race.
How prevalent is racism on Lehigh's campus?
I think, again, if we're going back to the definition of prejudice and stereotyping, everyone prejudges. Stereotypes are incorporated in our society, so I definitely think that that is something that is very prevalent. No matter where you go, it's going to happen.
What about in the Bethlehem community?
For me, because I recognize that racism is so prevalent, and we're sought out as people of color, and I've turned that statement around, but because we're different. People hone in on us with a racist attitude about everything. Like I've been saying recently, because I like to minimize the depths of being a Negro and African American, I said all we have to do is show up. Our color makes a determination. Nobody cares what you know, nobody cares what you think. And so we're placed in a block and turned off basically immediately. So, that's my thrust of racism, and it's not good.
How racially diverse is Lehigh in comparison to worldwide education?
I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro.
Have you ever experienced or witnessed racism?
The first time I ever remember encountering racism was when I was in the 3rd grade. There was this boy, his name was RJ, and I borrowed his pencil or something, and I don't know if I broke it or I lost it or something, but he was really upset about this pencil, and he told me, he looked at me and said, I hate all black people should die. And so as a 3rd grader, it's like, whoa, that is serious over a pencil, like, calm down. So I don't really remember exactly how I reacted to it, but that I can envision where I was in the classroom. It's so vivid to me, and that was definitely the first time that I experienced that blatant racism.
What can Lehigh students do to help end racism?
I think that is very simple. Not really, but it's a simple answer. Okay. Immerse yourself in the culture. I think that the only way that people grow is when they experience discomfort. If you are constantly in your comfort zone and you're never challenging yourself, you're never going to grow and develop. So I think it is so, so, so important to really immerse yourself in cultures that are different than yourself.
From a student's perspective,
You attend programs and you just become more educated about things, and I think education is a very powerful key, because the more you know about it, the less likely you are to say some type of negative comment, or ignorant comment, because most of the time that is where it comes from. So if you have the power or the tool of education, you can definitely try and combat it that way. So attending more programs, I guess becoming more involved in the Bethlehem community too, because a lot of the times we do have that whole Lehigh bubble, and we're stuck here at Lehigh and we kind of forget about the outside Bethlehem community. So kind of just breaking down that wall and that barrier, we can definitely try and, an impact could be made there.
Help us stop racism and join us in taking the vow.
I vow to look introspectively and challenge my personal stereotypes to help end racism.
I vow to look introspectively and challenge my own personal stereotypes to help end racism.
I vow to look introspectively and challenge my own personal stereotypes to help end racism.
Will you take the vow?